Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today's video we're going to talk a little bit about weight, storage, and trailers. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've got two trailers that are sitting right next to each other that I'm going to show you a little bit of the difference between the two and their weights and their cargo capacity and all that kind of fun stuff. So stay tuned.
You want to see how bad Nadia does this? Want to see how bad Maddie is at cooking?
Cooking? I was microwaving.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So it's not me.
You made a mess. Pick it up.
Close my eyes on a quiet night. Half in a dream and asleep in dim. I hear little drops on my windowsill. I know that sound and smell of daunting rain. She moves my with her fan. She is the storm, the calm that proceeds. The howling wind and the still air in between. And I see the clouds rolling in. It's just to knock me down. Let me up again.
Yep. I thought we had, it looked like a lot more. I'm like, woohoo.
Comes in quick, no warning signs. Lightning strikes from white skies.
Okay, so the two trailers I'm going to compare today are the Grand Design Solitude 390RK and the Carbon 347. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the storage on the 347 first. So first we're going to go over the numbers of the trailer weights and the cargo weights on both trailers. We'll start with the Carbon here. So this is the Carbon. And when you're looking at trailers on the door jamb, there's Lola, on the door jamb, there's usually this yellow sticker. This will tell you the weight of your trailer most of the time, and then your cargo capacity. So on the Carbon 347, I don't want to turn the phone sideways, but the dry weight is 12,480 pounds. The weight of the cargo should never exceed 4,460 pounds. So now we'll head to the Grand Design Solitude and show you that one. So the Grand Design has a dry weight of 14,562 pounds, and the weight of the cargo should never exceed 1,762 pounds. So as you can see, there's a huge difference between those two. All right, so both trailers are dual axle. The biggest difference between the two is ours, the Carbon, is a toy hauler. Sonia and Dan's is not. So their design is more for luxury. Dan and Sonia's trailer has a rear kitchen, a front living, sleeping area, and then the middle is the living room. It's more for, you know, kind of staying at RV parks and exploring from a base camp type of thing, where ours is made for going out in the desert. So let me show you a little bit of the storage differences between the two here. So I pardon the mess, but this is our storage. We've got one outside storage area, and we can fit some stuff in there. It's got the two totes and some other stuff. So, I mean, it's a decent size on this side, but if we go over to the other side, we have just a small door. You're good. So, not a lot of room to get much in there at all, just the toolbox. Apologize for the mess, but now this is the Solitude's storage in the back. Two doors on one side, and actually there's two doors on the other. It goes completely across. All right, so we go to the back, And there's huge access back here. Once again, you know, they left and threw everything in here, so we still got a lot to go through. But this actually slides out at least probably 10 feet. So you can fit a lot of stuff just in the back. Look at this huge amount of storage in the front. You can fit totes sideways and it accesses on both sides. I mean, just a huge amount of storage in this thing. And of course, like I said, it's got the raised up front living area and then the raised up kitchen in the back. So you've got just a huge amount of storage. But if you remember at the very beginning, I told you the cargo capacity of this trailer is only 1,700 pounds. So let's talk about that for a minute. I mean, you have huge amount of storage in that solitude, but the problem is the 1,700 pounds. Now you add water, they have an 80-gallon freshwater tank into that mix, and you want to go boondocking or any off-grid living whatsoever, you've got 700 pounds of water to fill that tank. So actually 772, I believe it is. So that leaves you just 1,000 pounds of cargo capacity. Now these are newbie things, you know, newbie mistakes. If you talk to Dan and Sonia, they already regret buying a brand new trailer. They regret the design with such limited cargo. But as you go and look for RVs, you don't know exactly what you're looking for or what to expect or how life is going to be living in it full time. So if you take clothes, for example, we were going through their clothes the other day, and jeans, a pair of jeans can weigh anywhere from a pound to 5 pounds. And you have 20 pairs of jeans, I mean, that's close to 100 pounds. So now you add plates and pans and tools. As you saw Dan, he's got a bunch of tools that you may need for living out on the road, but that's taking up huge amount of weight. So when they weighed at the weigh station on their way down, they were exactly at their cargo capacity. No water, half a tank of gas, so maybe they might be a little bit over, not too much. And we've got rid of some stuff already for them. But the thing is, for newbies, we don't know what exactly we're looking for. We're trying to think of ways to make our life similar to living in a house. Most newbies, I should say. You know, there's going to be people that are completely downsizing and going to little scampies and things like that. But they've done an awful lot of research and kind of know what to expect. This type of lifestyle isn't for everyone. You have to be able to separate from certain things that you may need at some point in 5 years versus, no, I'm going to need this all the time. We had a great neighbor about a month ago who they live almost completely off-grid all winter long. Everything that they have in their trailer has 3 purposes. So, for example, a walking stick. The walking stick, purpose 1. Purpose 2, there was rope around it. It's to measure the slide outs. On top of the walking stick, there was a hook, and that was to pull out the wheel chocks and all that kind of stuff from underneath their trailer when they're getting ready to move. So 3 purposes. It's things like that us newbies don't really think about, that kind of get us into some trouble with regards to weight. So sorry about that little rambling. When I first saw their cargo capacity, I was completely floored that a trailer like that would only have 2 axles and versus 3 and such little cargo capacity. But now let's get back to the difference between the two. Of course, ours is a toy hauler, so you've got built-in plans for having a toy in the back. So you know that's a couple thousand pounds of weight right there. If a trailer has a lot of storage room, doesn't necessarily mean that you can have lots of stuff. Trailer has a little bit of storage room, got no toys, you can have some more stuff. You know, I'm not taking into consideration your truck and what kind of truck you are using to pull. You know, that's probably a whole nother video between a 1 ton and a 3/4 ton and a dually and all that kind of stuff. But as far as cargo weight, you need to be willing to separate with things. Even like the toy hauler with the 4,000 pounds, it's only got so much storage capacity. So unless you want everything sitting in the back on the ground, you're not going to hit that mark. Unless you have a toy, of course. But I really think that, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. We would have gotten used right away. We would have gotten something with a little more storage than we currently have, with still accomplishing the things we like about the toy hauler. If you talk to Dan and Sonia, they would have gotten a completely different trailer, used. They would have got something that has that amount of storage area, but yet can hold more cargo. You know, if you saw the shot of their front, I mean, they've got those 3 big dogs, so buying a 50-pound bag, that's almost 5% of your cargo capacity right there. You know, they want to do boondocking, but with 1,000 pounds of cargo, are they going to be able to do that with a full freshwater tank? You know, these are all things to consider that from newbie mistakes like we've made, you guys should think about. All right, so conclusion for you. 3 biggest things: cargo room, cargo capacity, and your plans. If you've got lots of cargo room and you've got lots of cargo capacity, you're set. If you got lots of cargo room, very little capacity, avoid at all means. If you got lots of cargo capacity, very little storage like we do, and huge back area where toys go, but you got no toys, you're gonna be fine there also. And ultimately, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Do you want to stay at RV parks for an extended period of time, not traveling, not seeing things? Then either which way, you're gonna be fine. So from a couple of newbies, you know, cargo is what it's all about. All the storage room, all the back room, all the garage, everything, you know, it's just about cargo weight. Especially if you're a family, have teens, even with 2 people, cargo can be a big issue. So make sure you check the cargo weight. I can't stress that enough, just due to the fact of both of our situations and trying to figure out what would work best. Us already changing in a trailer, them buying brand new, already having some regrets. It's, you know, just a learning experience, and hopefully we can prevent at least one person from making the same mistake we did. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Take care.